Welcome to SocRadar's AI-powered podcast, MCP Servers, everything you need to know.
All right, folks, welcome to another episode of Why is My Security Stack Held Together with Digital Duct Tape and Prayer? I'm here with my co-host, and today we're tackling something that's been flying around the AI world like a caffeinated squirrel. MCP servers.
Oh, great. Another acronym. Because we definitely don't have enough of those in cybersecurity. What's next? A, B, C, D, E, F, G protocols. But seriously, folks, when Microsoft CTO Kevin Scott says MCP will be like HTTP for AI agents, that's either genius or complete marketing madness.
Right? I mean, every day there's a new buzzword. AI agents, agentic AI, MCP servers. It's like playing buzzword bingo at a tech conference. But here's the thing. I actually dove deep into this rabbit hole. And MCP is surprisingly not terrible? I know, shocking.
Wait, really? So this isn't just another revolutionary blockchain AI metaverse situation? Because honestly, I'm getting flashbacks to when everyone thought QR codes would replace everything in 2012.
No. Think of it this way. You know how you're juggling virus total for malware analysis, your SIM for logs, Jira for tickets, and maybe some threat intel APIs? It's like hiring a junior analyst who has to learn every single tool from scratch, including where the coffee machine is.
Oh, I see where this is going. So MCP is like having a universal translator for all your security tools, like Google Translate, but for APIs that actually works?
Exactly. Instead of manually figuring out which API to call, how to format requests, and then interpreting responses in 17 different formats, MCP servers handle all that complexity. It's like having a really smart phone directory system for your security tools.
Okay, but give me a real example, because I've heard this universal solution pitch before, and usually it ends with me crying into my keyboard at 2 a.m. trying to make integrations work.
Here's a beautiful example. Cloudflare offers managed MCP servers. Instead of logging into your dashboard, checking WAF logs, analyzing attack patterns manually, you literally just say, I'm seeing SQL injection attempts, analyze traffic and optimize my WAF rules. And boom, their MCP server handles everything.
Wait, that actually sounds useful? What's the catch? There's always a catch. Is it expensive? Does it require sacrificing your firstborn to the cloud gods?
Well, the good news is no firstborn sacrifices required. The potentially concerning news, this is going to completely change how we think about AI security. Think about it. We're not just moving data around anymore. We're taking actions.
Oh, that's actually terrifying when you put it that way. So we're basically giving AI agents the keys to our security kingdom. That's like giving your teenager access to your credit card and your car keys simultaneously.
Perfect analogy. But here's where it gets interesting. The technical bit. MCP uses JSON schemas, so everyone speaks the same language. Instead of building custom integrations for every tool, you build one MCP server, and any AI agent can use it.
Okay, but who actually needs to know about this? Because if this is just for the I build AI agents in my spare time crowd, I'm out. I barely have time to update my LinkedIn profile, let alone learn another protocol.
Actually, if you're a CISO thinking about AI integration, SOC analysts wanting to automate repetitive tasks, or honestly, anyone using multi-agent systems, you probably need to know this. It's like when APIs became mainstream. Ignore it at your own peril.
All right, I'm listening, but explain this to me like I'm that junior analyst you mentioned earlier. What's the real difference between regular APIs and MCP?
Great question. APIs are like individual sensors. Each gives you specific data in specific formats. MCP is like a monitoring plan that coordinates multiple sensors intelligently.
So instead of manually managing 5 separate API calls for analyzing a suspicious email,
Exactly. With MCP, you just say, analyze this suspicious email, and the system figures out the execution plan. Extract attachments, scan for malware, check sender reputation, create incident ticket, all automated.
That's actually pretty slick. It's like having a really smart intern who never needs coffee breaks and doesn't complain about doing the boring stuff.
And unlike actual interns, it won't accidentally delete your production database. Well, hopefully not, but let me walk you through a real scenario that'll blow your mind.
Hit me with it.
Say you're a CISO and want to assess your attack surface. You tell the MCP server, my company is SOCRadar, domain socradar.io. Find vulnerabilities hackers could exploit, port scanning, phishing domains, employee exposure. Give me a risk report according to ISO 27001.
And it just does that? All of it?
Yes. Behind the scenes, it breaks down into port scanning socradar.io, searching for phishing domain variations, checking for employee data and breaches, mapping findings to ISO 27001 controls, and generating an executive summary. You asked in plain English, MCP handled the technical complexity.
That's incredible. But wait, this sounds too good to be true. What about security? Because I'm imagining all the ways this could go horribly wrong.
Well, speaking of things that might be lurking in dark corners, when's the last time you checked if your data is chilling on the dark web like an uninvited party guest? SOCRadar's got this free dark web report that literally takes seconds to run. And yes, it's actually free. Not free trial, then surprise billing free.
Seriously, folks, don't be that security professional who secures everyone else's data but finds out their own email is for sale next to stolen Netflix passwords. Head to socradar.io and get your free report. Future you will thank present you. And now, back to our regularly scheduled technical chaos.
Okay, here's where we need to talk about the elephant in the room. MCP servers aren't just data fetchers. They execute commands. That means significant security risks if not implemented properly.
Oh no, I can already see the headlines. AI agent accidentally orders 50,000 pizza deliveries to Pentagon. Or something equally embarrassing.
Actually, the real vulnerabilities we're seeing are scarier than pizza incidents. The NeighborJack vulnerability in June 2025. Thousands of publicly accessible MCP servers with dangerous misconfigurations. Developers binding to 0000 instead of localhost.
Which means anyone on the same Wi-Fi network could access these servers. Coffee shops, airports, co-working spaces.
Exactly. And many had excessive permissions, so attackers could execute arbitrary commands on the host machine. No authentication required. Just connect to the same network and potentially get full system access.
That's absolutely terrifying. What else should we be worried about?
The CVE 2025-495096 scored a 9.4 CVSS rating. That's drop everything and patch now territory. It hit Anthropic's MCP inspector tool that developers use daily. Attackers could trick developers into visiting malicious websites, which would exploit browser flaws to gain complete machine control.
So we're back to don't click suspicious links, but now with AI superpowers. Great, just what cybersecurity needed, more attack vectors.
And there's full schema poisoning attacks, where malicious content gets added to schema fields. The LLM treats poisoned extra fields as legitimate instructions and acts on them.
So now we need to worry about schemas being weaponized. It's like we're living in a cybersecurity horror movie where the call is coming from inside the house.
But here's the thing. Despite all these scary scenarios, the technology itself is incredibly powerful when implemented correctly. It's like fire, incredibly useful. But you need to respect it and use proper safety measures.
Okay, so how do we actually stay safe while using this technology? Because I'm not ready to go back to manually checking virus total hashes one by one like it's 2015.
Great question. First, digital signatures are non-negotiable. Every MCP server should be code-signed. Hash validation before execution. Use trusted registries that actually verify developer identity and run security scans.
And I'm guessing permission controls are crucial? Like, don't give your MCP server root access just because it's easier?
Exactly. Use the principle of least privilege. Lock down what MCP servers can access. Network permissions, file system access, specific commands only. And for the love of all that's holy, audit everything.
So it's like hiring a new employee. You don't give them master keys on day one. You gradually expand their access as needed.
Ah, perfect analogy. And the enterprise reality is actually pretty exciting. Imagine telling your SOC Slackbot, summarize today's alerts, categorize open ones, push critical ones to Jira. And it coordinates between SOC Radar, VirusTotal, Shodan, GPT for summaries, and Jira automatically.
That would save so much time. No more context switching between 17 different dashboards just to understand what happened overnight.
Right now, MCP has serious momentum. OpenAI supports it, Anthropic uses it as core protocol, LangChain and CrewAI are adopting it. As you've also mentioned at the beginning, Microsoft's CTO literally called it HTTP for AI agents.
But will it actually win long term? Because we've seen promising technologies disappear faster than free donuts at a developer conference.
Hard to say. Google might release something for Gemini, Meta could build Llama-specific protocols. But here's my advice. Learn MCP, but focus on understanding the design philosophy. The concepts are universal.
That makes sense. It's like learning the principles of networking. Even if specific protocols change, the fundamentals remain relevant.
Exactly. This feels like one of those moments where everything clicks into place. We've been building AI tools in isolation with custom integrations. MCP could be the standardization layer that makes AI agents actually useful in enterprise environments.
You know, technology history does repeat itself. HTTP for web services, REST APIs, microservices standards, and now MCP for AI agents.
The difference this time? We're not just moving data around. We're taking actions. In security, that means massive opportunities and serious risks. Early adopters will have significant advantages when this becomes mainstream.
And trust me, folks, it's coming faster than you think. Like that software update you've been postponing for 3 months. Eventually, you will have to deal with it.
So start experimenting now. Build a simple MCP server for your favorite tools. Get familiar with the patterns. Understand the security implications. Because whether MCP specifically wins or not, this agent-oriented approach is the future.
That's all for today's deep dive into MCP servers. Remember, stay curious, stay secure, and maybe don't give AI agents access to your production systems on the first date.
Until next time, keep your schemas clean and your permissions locked down.
Wake up, the cyber world is calling. Follow the clues of the cyber world.